Oops. Good morning, friends. Hi, everybody. Thank you for indulging me and allowing me to come on early today. It's a busy day over in my studio today, in my life today. It's been a busy week already. I can't believe it's only Wednesday, and I just realized I do not have the right light on my face. Give me just a second. Took a little bit of juggling for me to, juggling, shuffling, pushing things around, and looking for stuff too. Um, I've been talking about the Savings Are in Bloom sale for about a week now, feels like. And, um, and the fan just kicked on. Dang it. Hold on, guys. I did not get some of this stuff shut down. And fan. I'm overworking the computer. Okay. Somebody took the recycling out. Goodness. Now I'm set up and ready to go live. Sorry, guys. Okay, so the Savings Are in Bloom bundle. We are talking about the cut and emboss machine is on sale 20% off this month, the whole month, and so are lots of the bundles. And I've shown you the art gallery bundle, which is a favorite of mine. And today I'm going to show you the Quiet Meadow bundle. And I'm just going to send a text to the family and let them know that Quiet Meadow. Guys, it is on page 110. Much easier if I switch, isn't it? Okay. It is 110 of the annual catalog. And guys, this is time to start thinking about this winding down. So this only goes until the 2nd of May. We are going to be playing with some of the in colors today, not the ones that are retiring. The ones that are retiring are here on my grid paper. Cinnamon Cider, Misty Moonlight, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, and Bumblebee. And I think I needed to grab, okay, I'll deal with that in a second. This stamp set it's got my favorite little splatters to it. Love that. Kind of a funky little font. We've seen this with the time worn type. That's an embossing folder, and then some sweet little dies, which are over here. And there are lots of dies. I mean, really and truly. Look at all these little ovals. They're kind of fun. And like I said, I've not even inked this up. Look, it's still in its package. I haven't touched it at all. How sad. So I'm so glad it's on sale, and it gave me a push to pull it out because it's got, look at this little darling butterfly. So we are casing a card from Margie Stamps, and going on best guesses, and we're doing some changing it up because I don't have everything that she used. Thought I did, but I don't. So let's take a look at this. I've got an Evening Evergreen card base. Now, Evening Evergreen is an in color for 2020 to 2020, no, 2021 to 2023. So we have another year of it being around. And I like to cut this, as they say, a hot dog cut. So it's cut. Then I have a piece of, okay, we have choices here. And I wonder if I have, guys, do I have, where's my window over here? Um, that's the one. Good morning, Kirby. Hope you're feeling better. So we have options. We've got vanilla and we have white. Margie's card used the bark embossing folder. I can't find mine. Thought I had it, so I guess I'm going to reorder it so I can find it. That's the way it goes, right? So I pulled out the brick wall and this is the painted. There were two that were quite similar. I think this is it's a painted name. Okay, I should be able to tell you. That's ridiculous. Let's go find it back here. And guys, if you need these little catalog tabs, please let me know. I have some and I'd be happy to share. Here it is. So here's the bark folder, really bold. And here's the brick, right? So I see, and I've even marked that I have it. It's here somewhere. Here's the brick and mortar that I used instead, and the painted texture, because I wanted something really bold, and the brick seemed to be a good background for the flowers. So that's what I went with. I couldn't decide the white and the vanilla. And I gave it the tiniest of borders, and you're going to understand a little bit more in a second. So we may make several of these. We may make one on camera, and then I'll finish up the others. Not entirely sure, but these are what I have so far. Okay, then she used the shimmer vellum, and I think that she used pale papaya, which I thought I had already cut. Where are you? There you are. I know I've cut you. A piece of pale papaya that she stamped on. Okay, and it's shimmery. Can y'all see the shimmer? Yeah, you can. How awesome is that? This shimmer is in color shimmery vellum. It's lots of fun. And then she used more of this to cut out some of the dies. So very cool. And she used a little scrap, it looks like, of Blushing Bride to cut some things out. And then she brought in linen, this linen paper. So she used a lot of really cool stuff. This linen paper, and she cut it, I cut it with the Stitched So Sweetly. The linen paper, actually, this backing peels off. So, and we're gonna stamp on it as well. So very cool to experiment with today. So I'm going to set aside these pieces because we do not have to make a decision about them just yet. We can start doing some fun stamping. And this looks a little bolder than what she's done, but I think it's all going to work out. Now vellum takes a while to dry. That's my only hiccup for the day. And I think I grabbed a different pink earlier, so I've grabbed this one now. I'm going to first use this floral image. I like this floral flower. It reminds me of the one in the Timeless Tropical, or goodness, I really should get my name straight. It's early. I need more caffeine. I seem to complain about that a lot. It's either too early in my caffeine or too late in my caffeine. And I'm just gonna, I don't know, just gonna kind of randomly stamp this a few times. And then got a chamois right here I'm gonna clean it with. And I'm gonna add that little type, this little type. We're gonna add some of that. And just, completely random on here. It's just a random Wednesday. I had to think about that for a moment. Okay, probably would like to get this at least going. Oops, right side up. That must have a little glue on it. And what else do we have? I'm going to add some of the Splatter Dots. Oh, I've even got some of these tiny little flowers. That might be fun too. All right, let's get that splatter out. I can't believe I haven't used this. I love the splatters. I guess I've just been making them with my ink instead. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. I hope y'all are liking this. I love the splatters. Oh my gosh. Okay, and I'm gonna grab this little flower. I really need an A block, but it's way over there. And this is the background, so very little of this is actually going to show. Okay. I love that. Okay, so I need to set this aside to dry. And while that is drying, we're going to clean off these stamps. And pretty much going to repeat the process on the linen. So let's take one of these linen pieces and I think I'm going to stamp off. Oh, I can't believe I just stuck my finger in the, oh, upside down. Okay. How sad is this that I can't tell? Okay, no, that's right. Okay, I'm going to stamp off. Oh. Okay, and then okay. Now let's get set that aside. Let's clean these. Since you all haven't seen Margie's, you won't know. We won't know how close mine is. It's going to be very different. All right, set that over there. Now let me grab the mini cut emboss machine. We're going to cut some things out with this and the Blushing Bride. Okay, so the mini cut and emboss machine is on sale 20% off, and it comes with these 4 plates. Okay, and the instructions for your sandwich are on the plates. And this one, number 1, is what they call the base plate for die cutting. Number 3 is for embossing folders, and typically you would use this. What my friend Ange McKay discovered is that she liked this sandwich better for dies. So the number 3, which would really be used for embossing, plus the 2 clear plates. And I've been following her advice and I love it. I'm just pleased I know where that number 1 is, to be fair. All right. there are a couple of helpful hints to go along with this. If you try and run your sandwich through the machine with your plates all lined up in a straight line, they will not go through. Okay, they will go through without a die, but that's not easy. Instead, if you stagger these a little bit, you'll have much better ease in getting it through. Now, I'm right-handed and I die cut left-handed and I don't have any problems doing this, so I think that you'll be just fine. I just want to give you that heads up. Now, so I've got a piece of, oh gosh, I'm mighty, of the Shimmer Vellum in Evening Evergreen. And I've got this die, and I'm just going to try and do them one at a time. If you've already got the big machine, you're thinking, okay, it's on sale, that's great, but do I really, really need it? And I love pulling this out because I have so much other stuff. You can't see what's behind me, but I have a little table, and it is piled high with everything that I have pulled out getting ready for our video. So, you know, when you're playing and you've got lots of things out on your desk, it's nice to have something small that you can work with, and not have to get the big guns out, so to speak. That takes a lot more room. If you've got a dedicated space for die cutting, then you know maybe that's not what's going to sell you on this little machine, but the convenience of just grabbing it is wonderful. I take this when I go over to my friend's house to stamp. It's not, I mean, and 20% instead of 10% on the bundles is amazing. So I wanted to be sure that I showed you examples of it. All right, so this little die has one little area that it might not have, and you know, for this die to be as intricate as it is, and for me to have used the embossing plate and only have one area, that is kind of wonky. I'm actually pretty pleased with that. Okay. And I have one more. I'm going to see if I can get that, sneak that in right there. So I don't know if y'all can see very much of my sweatshirt, but I pulled it out of the bottom of the clean clothes pile this morning. It's a little, it looks like it's been there for a while, and it has. But since winter has decided to come back to Tennessee, I needed to find a little more winter clothes. All right, this piece I'm actually going to cut out of Blushing Bride, and then I'm going to cut out this piece with Pale Papaya as well. So, and it's my little scrap here of Blushing Bride is wider than the top of my flower, and I'm okay with that because that part I'm actually going to use in a different color. Oh, and I just realized what those little ovals are. So, I mean, look how that just popped right out. And so we're using what is defined as the embossing base, but we're just not having any problems with using this with the dies, and I think that's phenomenal. I do need, come on, oh my gosh, my nails are the bane of my existence right now. That's my own fault. So last night at our team meeting, we got on the subject of organizing, and they came up with some of the most amazing ideas. I'm going to try and remember to post some of them in today's blog, because I bet you all would find them as helpful as I did. All right, and then I need a piece of, okay, don't look, I'm just gonna tear this. I know that's the height of laziness, isn't it? Probably so. I just need the head of that guy. And I just want that piece. You know, I used to have all of this prepared ahead of time in my videos with this grand notion of getting on and off in half an hour. And that's all great, but I felt like I was rushing through my videos, rushing through my project, and it just wasn't fun. So now I'm taking my time and hopefully giving you good content that you can work with and be creative. And all right, so I think that looks like our die cutting. It might be decision time. I'm just gonna set this back in its little home. All right, let's see what we have. All right, y'all ready to vote? All right, so here's our base. Now we have, I guess to be fair, we should kind of stack up all the pieces, and then I'm going to scoot this over a little closer to the window where the light, you're getting more natural light over here. Okay, so this, and then that appears to be dry. So that, and then this will be a little bit lighter because it's when we peel off the backing. And then this one right here, and I've got some little pieces to pop out of that. And then this one like so. A few little pieces to pop out over here too. And then now this we're going to color a little bit. I'm going to add a little ink with the blending brush. But just to give you an idea, this is going to go like so. There's a middle to that flower. And then we have a ribbon to go along the bottom, and then this little tag to say love. I think this is gorgeous. All right, let's try it with the brick, because the brick is what I had in mind first. So here's the brick, and this is vanilla. Yeah, and this is coming together really pretty. Okay, so this is the vanilla. I'm liking the vanilla, and I like the brick. It's kind of funny, so much of it is covered. I'm not sure why I think that is as big a deal as it is. Okay, here's the white. So the white doesn't give us quite such a stark contrast with the linen. I don't know if that's, you know, here nor there. All right. Kirby, do you have a preference? All right, you can think about it. I need my take my pick tool. Where are you? There you are. I had loaned my Take Your Pick tool to my mom when she was die cutting a bunch of stuff for me, and I took it back because I needed it. Hello, Jeannie. Jeannie says number 4. So you like the white marble with this? Anyway, and then I took some more stuff over for her to die cut, and she really needed the Take Your Pick tool, and I forgot to take it over there. So when my mom ordered her kit at the end of February to take advantage of the celebration special, I made sure to include another Take Your Pick tool for her because I felt so bad. She was over there working away for a long time without letting me know. And it's about time for me to take over the prep for Card Club this month. All right, so Jeannie seems to vote for the marble in white. All right, so let's add some color to these little guys. And so I've got polished pink and a blending brush. Now, sponge dauber would be great for this too. I pretty much want all of this with a little ink in it. And it's really too small to worry about. Okay, and then this one, I'm going to do just the ends, or the ends a little stronger. And, you know, it would be really smart to start outside and come in if I want the edges to be darker than the center. So pretty cool. All right, and let's take some color to this Blushing Bride. This little guy here, I think. Okay, and it doesn't matter about that top because we're going to completely cover it up. We're going to cut the little stem. Gosh, my scissors were gripping something in there. Cut this off. Okay, I have a confession to make. I am so glad to be going live this morning because I've got a contact that is killing me. I can't wait to take it out. And there's no way I could do a live with it without it. So blessings in small places sometimes. Okay, there's that little love. And I'm going to show you something. Sometimes when your stamps get punched, these little markers are their guides, but sometimes the little cutters get off, and this one is a little off. Now my stamp is all well contained here, but it's red rubber, which means I can't see through, but I think you can definitely see on this one where it's really close to this edge and not so much over here. So a couple of things. I could trim my stamp to give it a more even edge around it. If I had caught it when I first ordered it, word to the wise, always check your stamps or your products when they come in, you know, because things happen. But I could use my Stamparatus with this to make sure that everything is placed where I want it as well. It's not so important on what I'm doing right now, at least I don't think it is. I think I can get this little love where I want it to go, at least close enough. All right, let's see. Yeah. I am pleased with that. Okay, so let's start assembly. Okay, hold on. Oh, she likes the marble. Okay, because... Oh, okay. Awesome, guys. I'm so glad you're here this morning. Is 9 o'clock a better time? Should I always try to go live at 9? Versus 11? Of course, my YouTube live had a big, that was an interesting occurrence this week because I went live, but my selection was unlisted, so nobody knew I was live because I really wasn't live. YouTube had me hiding. So I discovered that, later. Just gotta laugh.
I don't understand, so I discovered that.
That was an interesting comment from Siri there. And I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool to pick this little guy up. It could have used a little more pink, so I might even grab one of the blends to do it. All right. So got those done. I did not grab my ribbon. Let me grab that. Okay, you all think you are done with choices, but you're not. So in Margie's card, she came across this with this piece of ribbon and then a bow tied with the pink, and then the love was on a tag hanging from it. So brings in a lot of pink, and I thought this was really heavy. And I know this is petal pink and not papaya, but I think I like the softness. But you know what? I meant to check to make sure this is still current. I think it is. I'm going to use it, and then if it's not current, I'll do something different for my photos. All right. Let's keep going. Oh, I almost did it. I want to do that ribbon around that layer, so I can't do that. And I wonder, is this too long? Oh, I'm going to do it. But I almost have to do this in reverse so that I know where to put my adhesive. All right, I need a silicone mat. How's my time looking? Not too bad. Okay. So you peel this off. Don't you love stickers? Now, if you want it to get it straight though, that might be a challenge, but I have done things like this before. You seem to be straight there. And actually, if I put it straight on my grid there, this is quilting templates, quilting guides, and I just looked, and Amazon does not have them right now. But this linen, it's over too far. this fun linen paper. You can fray it. It gets all kinds of fun. All right, now put this down here. And I'm still going to kind of put this in the dark areas. I think that'll be fine. That should be enough to hold it. Because it's also going to have this whole edge of the linen. I don't think that's as straight as I might like it, but there's so much stuff going on, I don't think it's going to matter. All right, little guy, you are first. And so this is still, vellum, so I'm going to, be conservative in my glue because it might show through. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. And I love the way this is wispy, the word I want. It's just, okay, stay. You could use an adhesive sheet when you cut this out, but you'd lose a few things with that. It would completely stick down, which I don't think is what I'm going for. And it wouldn't have the translucence of the vellum. Okay, that really wants to curl up, and I don't want it to. Not quite that much anyway. And one more. I may have to add some more glue to that though. So I don't think I would use an adhesive sheet for this. And I think that the glue is fine. It always takes a few seconds to actually set, and I don't have any up here. I might need to add some. And let's take the bone folder and soften these a little bit too, especially since I've got 2 layers here. So I'm just kind of breaking down the fibers a little bit. Making it look as soft as the vellum, maybe. Okay, and I'm going to put a dimensional here. That won't show. And I'm just going to put some glue here. I should take the back of it off if I kind of want you to fill in right there. Okay, so now we've pretty much built all this up. It's ribbon decision time. So do we like this? Okay, even though the colors are not perfect, this is petal pink. It is not Pale Papaya. This one is Pale Papaya. It just, I don't know. Let me see if I can see if you guys haven't reached a consensus. All right, Joyce likes the petal pink. I think Jeannie does too, but oh my gosh, the ribbon scissors, they're over there. Okay, Scotch tape. Scotch tape comes in handy for holding your ribbon down on the back side. I feel like we have a community card today. That's pretty awesome. And now we can go ahead and put this down on here. Now, probably should have done this ahead of time. I'm just gonna rough up the edge of this. Like Jeannie had mentioned, dried flowers, and I don't know. I think just that kind of worn edge. A long time ago, Stampin' Up! Had a tool that would create this edge, this specifically made for distressing edges like this. Carrie probably still has it. Carrie's the only reason I know about it. Oh yeah, I like that. And I think even though I'm going to use glue to put this down and not dimensionals, I'm not going to put it all the way to the edge. I kind of like this. Yeah, it's kind of a distressed look. Now the trick will be that I've given the tiniest borders. Okay, and I need linen thread. Come on. This is just linen thread. Going through that little tag. And I'm going to attach this like a glue dot, but it's, oh my gosh, there for a second I thought I had put the dang thing on upside down. So I'm going to use a glue dot, but it's going to look like I didn't. I don't know that that made any sense at all. I can't wait for more caffeine. I had too much yesterday. I couldn't go to sleep. Oh. You've heard me. I talk about a cheater bow. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Where I do this in two pieces, two parts. Come on. The bow is kind of big. I wonder if it shouldn't just be a knot. Yeah, I kind of think it should just be a knot. What do you all think? You and maybe we'll do a dimensional. You get under there. You too. What do you think? I like that a lot. That was really cool to stamp on that vellum. And that vellum dried a lot faster than regular vellum does. So word to the wise there. This is the Quiet Meadow bundle. So it is part of the sale. So this bundle is $47. That mini stamp and cut and emboss machine is $48 right now. So it is 20% off. We used a lot of products that are probably going to retire. Like this shimmer vellum is probably going to retire. Don't know about the linen paper, but that's a really cool thing. The other thing is there's a mother of pearl paper, and I haven't played with it, so I want to do some of that too. I thought that might be pretty cool with the waves that are new this month. And that's my card class next week, so I need to get playing on that. And I'm thinking the mother of pearl paper for it, maybe. But I think this turned out really well. I'm glad that Margie Stamps made her sample, so I had something to case. And I wish you all a very blessed day. I'll be back Monday on YouTube Live, and I'd love to know if 9 o'clock is better than 11 o'clock, because I could make that change. Mondays on YouTube Live, Wednesdays on Facebook Live. Next Thursday has a virtual card class. And that's all I know off the top of my head. So I'm going to stop. This will all go to the blog with the replay, all the supply list, so that if you want to recreate it or if you want to try some of the things that I used today, you'll know what to purchase. And if I can help you in any way make those decisions, don't hesitate to reach out. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you again soon.